we all doing? Oh, I've got to fix that. Hang on a minute. Is that going to be a little bit better? Let's move that up there a little bit. Sorry. Hey, that's a bit better. I can see you now. How are we doing? Good to see everyone. Everton, Arsenal tonight. We've just watched... Well, it's been a couple of big games today. A couple of good ones that we've already watched today. Earlier today, Chelsea, Newcastle, 2-2. Newcastle 2 up at half-time at St James's Park. And Chelsea come roaring back. And listen, different day, they could have won it. On a different day, Newcastle should have been 3 or 4 up at half-time. Liverpool just then, fully deserved win. But in the last few minutes, again, these are types of games that Liverpool would have thrown away in previous weeks, previous months. I think Arne Slot might even say that to his players. If he's looking to save something from this game, he might be saying to himself, do you know what? That's a game I think we'd have dropped points in a few weeks ago. And actually, maybe the fact that we haven't is a positive and we can cling on to that. But it's a good win away at a tough Spurs side. I know that Spurs they're in the mire at the minute, but it's always tough when you go to Spurs. So, very, very difficult game, that one. And now we're on to Everton Arsenal. And again, all of the form books, everything points to an Arsenal win, doesn't it? Let's be honest. Even Everton fans aren't particularly confident of this one. The Everton fans that we've got in the chat, the Everton fans that I've spoke to have all said they think, I can't see us getting anything in this one, but hopefully we give them a good game. And that's all I'm really hoping for. Give them a good game, make a good account of yourself, Everton, and hopefully, let's see how long we can hang on. Let's see how long we can hang on to the hope that Everton can get something from this. I'm rooting for you. I'm absolutely rooting for them. We've got our halftime quiz as usual. Dave says 2-0, Barry Brace, Prince Rupert, did you change clothes? No. I did earlier today, I did. From the Chelsea Newcastle live, yeah, I have changed. Chibo says Arsenal 3, Saka 2, Rice with the goals, and Everton 4, and Ndiaye and Diblin. Iliman and Ndiaye isn't playing. Iliman and Ndiaye is in Senegal, isn't he? Yeah, let's have a look at those lineups, by the way. Lineups tonight are as follows. Pickford in goal, O'Brien, Tarkovsky, Keane, Mikolenko. I think we all saw that one coming, didn't we? Gana, Irabunum, Alcaraz. Again, we all saw that coming, didn't we? No Gana, Gueye, no Dewsbury-Hall. It was always going to be those three. And then a front three of Grealish, Barry, Dwight McNeil. That is the only one I think Everton fans and people in general who've been watching Everton recently would have said, does he start McNeil? Does he start Tyler Diblin? Tyler Diblin, a player that Everton went really big for in the summer, £42 million. They went for him. Southampton said no. They went for him again. Southampton said no. They were back and forth all summer, and they finally got their man. And David Moyes has given him precisely zip in terms of opportunities. So it's a mad, mad situation that Everton have with Tyler Diblin. They just refuse to start him, seemingly. But he is on the bench. So it's Dwight McNeil, Alcaraz and Grealish just behind Tierno Barry. For Arsenal, it's Ryan in goal, Calafiori, Hincapié and Saliba comes back in. Timber at right back, Rice, Zubamendi, Odegaard midfield, Trossard, Gyökeres, Saka. I honestly, I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong, but I can't see anything other than an Everton win. Sorry, an Arsenal win. I really want an Everton win. I want an Everton win, but I can't see anything other than an Arsenal win. So, yeah, I guess we'll see. Mark says, mate, good game today. Wirtz was flowing. Seemed like our team is coming together now. I agree, yeah. I quite liked Florian Wirtz. Mark, however, Kirk has wasted chances in the first half. Didn't enjoy that. And Spurs put up more fight against you than Arsenal. Or against us than Arsenal. Elisha in Morocco, you mean? Well, he's with the Senegal squad, isn't he? Chibo Gemori, call me Jason if you can't pronounce my name. Oh, I gave it a pretty good go, but I'll stick with Jason. If you're comfortable with Jason, mate, we'll stick with that. Orna Permo, I'll keep you updated with the Leeds Crystal Palace game. Can't be arsed with Arsenal and Everton. I don't blame you. Yeah, Palace and Leeds is probably where the action and the drama will be. I hope I'm wrong, but I expect it's going to be Arsenal probably score quite early in this one. And I'm hoping I'm wrong. I am really hoping I'm wrong. Jake, I can finally breathe again. That last 10 minutes was so stressful. Gareth 1978, we're terrible. It's a good job Spurs are worse. I don't think we're terrible. Liverpool did all right. I thought Liverpool played well up until 2-0 up. We're playing all right. Last 10 minutes, you know, we do what Liverpool do best. So we start to throw games away. Dennis says score prediction for Arsenal, Everton and Palace v Leeds. I think it'll be Everton 0, Arsenal 3. And I think Palace Leeds... Leeds Palace, isn't it? Leeds Palace will be 2-2. 2-2 Leeds Palace I'm going for. Chibo, who do you think is winning the AFCON? I think Nigeria might get the trophy. I can't look past Senegal, to be honest, mate, but I'm going to be live watching Uganda v Nigeria next week. Ivory Coast v Gabon. Cameroon v Gabon. Mali against Zambia and Senegal v Botswana. We're doing all of them. I've got all the big AFCON games coming up that I'm going to be doing watch-alongs for. I don't know any other watch-along channels that are going to be doing the AFCON as well as the Championship, the Premier League, the Champions League, but you get variety with me if nothing else. So we're doing quite a few AFCON games, and I'm even live on Christmas Day. Again, I keep saying it. I'm trying to drum up some interest because I imagine it might just be me and a couple of others. But I am live on Christmas Day. We're doing a watch-along for the only game in the world that is live on Christmas Day. The Saudi Pro League. Al Riyadh against Al Ettifaqi. And it's at 5:30 on Christmas Day. So once my little girl's had her presents, and we've had the Christmas dinner, and the in-laws around, I'm going to be saying, I'm off, I'll see you later. I'm gone, on your bike. So... Gas pipes, come on you Blues. Yes, come on you Blues, absolutely. Come on you Blues tonight. Come on Leeds, let's go, says Liam. Hang on. Am I watching the right channel here? Because we're seeing Palace here now. Have I got Palace on here or not? I've got Leeds United at Palace. I don't want Leeds United Palace. I want Everton. Everton Arsenal. That's what I want on. There you go. Dave says, I'll be here Christmas Day, mate. Keep the Northerners going. Is right. Good lad. Good to see you, Dave. Like I said, we'll just have a chat. I'll have my Christmas dinner. We'll watch a bit of footy. Unknown says, for God's sake, that game against Tottenham had me sweating when I saw 9+ minutes. Yeah, we definitely... I wouldn't say we got away with one. But I do think a few weeks ago that was a game we would have dropped points in. LFC Klopp, hello mate, good result today. Isak injury isn't too bad. Oh, fingers crossed Isak injury isn't too bad. No, I agree. Gas pipes, this isn't an Arsenal channel, is it? No, absolutely not, mate. No, I assure you, I am fully Everton to get 3 points tonight. I hope so, anyway. I don't think they will, but I hope Everton will get 3 points. Jordan, Leeds are so cute, thinking they have a chance. Bless them. And Chibo says, should Konate leave? No, I don't think he should. I think he's not going to get many better opportunities than where he is right now. Jaden, Newcastle need a new goalkeeper and right winger. Who would you buy? I don't know. A new goalie and a right winger. Do we think that Ramsdale was at fault today? I got a bit of stick for saying that Ramsdale was at fault. 3-star Reds got the remote in hand. Jordan will be flip-flopping between channels. And Scott Darning says, yes, it is. Yeah, it is an Arsenal channel. It's absolutely not an Arsenal channel. Ignore what Scott has to say. It's a very much pro-Everton channel, this one. Come on, the Ev. Thank you for those that have already liked and shared and all that good stuff. Come on. Let's get a nice early goal here for Everton. No, 30, isn't it? It's going to have to be 30 now. Alcaraz driving forward. Red Rebellion, let's hope both Bradley and Isak are okay. And Namik Kadiala says, quite a busy day today for you, man, innit? Yeah. Saturdays usually are at least 2 or 3 games, sometimes 4. I've done 4 games in the past. Does take it out here, though, believe it or not. 3-star Reds, it's a Forest channel. And Onapermo says, come on, Palace, get into these diet Huns. Diet Huns. Dave Wilson, it's a football channel. It is. Yeah, first and foremost, it is a football channel. We love football on this channel. So, whoever you support, you're very much welcome. And we've probably watched your team. Hit Specific says, rock on. Channels, fire, bro. Love the vibe in here. So many fans repping all kinds of clubs over here. So dope. Love it. Cheers, man. Good to see you. Jaden says, no, Ramsdale isn't bad. Just isn't a real stopper all the time. Fennec says, prediction 2-0 to Arsenal. Oh, by the way, Fennec, thank you very much, mate, for what you do. You do an awfully good service for the channel when you post those comments after the game. It's a massive, massive help, by the way. So I just want to say a big thank you when you do it. It's really, really helpful. Onapermo says, Leeds board, own Rangers. Did he really? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Red Rebellion says, Chibo, you want Canati to go when Virgil is on 400k a week and he's been directly responsible for quite a few goals conceded this season. Look at the brain farts he had when Spurs scored. Yeah. To be honest, Spurs did have us on the ropes in that last 10 minutes. Jordan, everyone forget Arsenal. Get into watching the mighty Palace. Will not lead back to reality since the Scousers and Chelsea couldn't. Everton driving forward. Over to Tierno Barry. This is not where you want Tierno Barry. He needs to be in the box, in and around the box. You're never going to score out there on the left wing, Chief. Oh, and he's give the ball away, Barry. I really want him to succeed at Everton. I really, really do. Gully Mully 2 says 10 minutes, half an hour. Newcastle all over again, just lucky not to concede a second. I mean, that's overkill. That's absolute overkill, isn't it? There's no way at all that Liverpool were... When we scored, we only got the second in the last half hour, so I don't know what you're talking about. We were a better side for 80 minutes, 75, 80 minutes of that game. And then all of a sudden, they pump one in the box. Van Dijk kicks fresh air. Richarlison sticks it in the bottom corner. And we're under pressure. It was only in the last 10 minutes. Jaden says, why am I seeing so much of Mainu on Newcastle's transfer target list? I'm guessing because they're not so keen on Willock and Ramsey. Or maybe they expect that Tonali or Bruno will leave, maybe. Or Joe Linton. Brendan says, it's a slot fan channel. It's an anti-Salah channel, if you're Brendan. Red Rebellion, who do you support, Brent? He's a Liverpool fan, mate. He's a Liverpool fan like us. It's just that there's some Liverpool fans who are Player FC. Nah, that's harsh. Brendan's not Player FC. He's alright, really. He's a good lad. Chalk Chart says Palace will win for sure. Do we think so? I think Palace are going to be quite tired. Tonali's getting looked at by Juve, says Jaden. And Gully Mully says, pump one in the box. Spurs had 15 shots, mate. You had 7. Right. What's that? What are you trying to prove? What are you trying to prove? 15 shots to 7. What exactly? Have a look when them 15 shots happened. They were all concentrated quite mostly in the last 10 minutes, weren't they? Oh! Yeah, mostly in the last 10 minutes. And they were all from distance, really. They weren't like big chances. Red Rebellion says, also Brendan is a Salah fan. Well, he thinks that Liverpool didn't do right by Mo Salah, which isn't necessarily... I won't speak for Brendan on that one. But yeah, there's plenty of Liverpool fans who are of that thinking, aren't they? That Liverpool let Salah down. Whereas I'm of the other way around. I think Salah let Liverpool down. Hence why he apologised. Anyway, that's by the by. Arsenal on the ball at the back here. Everton pushing trying to get the ball back and pressing as much as they can early stages here. It's not been a bad start for Everton, though. They're holding the shape well. Brendan, I'm not player FC. We just have a different opinion on some things. We do, yeah. And that's fine, isn't it? That's all good. Red Rebellion, we'll go follow Salah to Saudi. Do you know that Salah did an interview last season after his extension on an Egyptian channel and said if he did not extend at Liverpool, he would move to Saudi? Hey, listen. Dave, we all have opinions and that's okay for bants. Absolutely, Dave. That's it. That's what it's about, isn't it, mate, at the end of the day? Salah is the best player in the history of LFC. SM1 for my Christmas wish. I wish that Slot gets out of Liverpool. Well, there you go. There's one for Player FC. There is one for Player FC. One who supports Salah, not Liverpool. That's an example of what we're talking about there. Josh, we were very lucky today. Referee and crossbar saved us. Almost glad Isak is out. Yeah, you're not a Liverpool fan, Josh. You're not a Liverpool fan. Hit specific, hey dude, what team do you rock? My team is the Vancouver Whitecaps. I like the Vancouver Whitecaps. My team is Liverpool, which I guess is not ideal to be broadcasting on an Everton Arsenal fan stream sort of thing or watch along, but I've never hid it. I am a Liverpool fan, but I love watching footy, and we've watched a lot of Everton, a lot of Arsenal, a lot of everyone really this season, more than anyone else on YouTube, put it that way. Josh says, I'm a season ticket holder, mate. Ekatike is way better. Well, why has it got to be either or? Why has it got to be either or, Josh? And why would you say you're almost glad Isak's out? That's just an absolute divvy thing to say, mate. That's an absolute div thing to say. You're glad that Isak's out? What, our only other striker other than Ekatike? That's not a very smart thing to say, is it? And also, by the way, if Isak doesn't score, that game, Ekatike certainly doesn't get the second, does he? We were struggling until Isak scored. Because he's been stinking for us. I'm sure he's won us 2 games. Well, 3 actually. He's won us 3 games. Which is about as many you could say Ekatiki's won us, to be fair. Scott Downer says Championship and Cup games here as well. Yeah, Championship, Cup games. Serie A, Coppa, Super Coppa games. The AFCON. Get them all here. Carabao Cup, we're going to be doing Palace and Arsenal next week. And we're doing the Saudi Pro League on Christmas Day. Josh, we would have got another red card. Yeah, I don't understand. Brendan, are you sure Salah apologised? I heard Van Dijk got slotted in a headlock and Robertson gave him wet willies until he apologised to Salah. I believe it was a Curtis Jones interview, wasn't it, where he said that Salah apologised. Ethan, do you think Liverpool are in the title race still? It depends. It depends an awful lot on, honestly, Arsenal and City. I don't think we are, no. But, you know, if these start dropping points, then, and Liverpool can keep up. This is our 3rd win in a row. We're now 6 unbeaten. We're getting back to some level of form here now. Chibo says Frimpong's probably starting in the next match. I think so too. And Jordan says, can we avoid Arsenal Palace? Well, yeah, we'll see. Hit Specific says, what's your content based about? Do you watch soccer teams like Arsenal? Yes, mate, that's what we're watching right now. Ethan, this is a bit biased, but I don't see City dropping points. Yeah, I think that is a little bit biased, mate. You've dropped quite a few points this season. There's been times where City haven't been brilliant. So I think that the beauty of this league is that everyone can pick up points from anyone. City playing well at the minute, but like I said, you went to St James's Park not that long ago and got played off the park. Joe, what game are we watching? The old classic. The classics are the best. Hit Specific, that's sick. Do you watch any MLS? No, mate. No MLS. Purely because of the time difference. But I've watched quite a bit of... We've watched the South American leagues. We've watched River Plate against... Who was it? River Plate against Vélez Sarsfield a few weeks ago. Yeah, we did the FIFA Club World Cup. We've done a few games, but the MLS is usually only on early hours in the morning, isn't it? Scott Downen says, the fine Christmas tradition of opening gifts, having the celebratory dinner, then gathering round for Saudi football. It could well be a thing, couldn't it? Maybe that's the thing, the new thing. It's Saudi Pro League on Christmas Day. It's the only football league in the world that plays, and I'll be watching it. And I'll be the only fan channel, I guarantee, the only fan channel on YouTube watching it. And we'll do a watch-along, and it'll be brilliant, and we're going to have another one in 2026. It's going to be a tradition. A Premier League dad Saudi Christmas Day tradition. Brendan, do you ever block or mute people? Very rarely. Very, very rarely. Only if it's someone who I think is obviously trolling. If they're trolling or they're being disrespectful to people, not even to me, I'm not even that bothered, but if they're being a bit rude to people in the chat or they're obviously trolling and all a wind up, then I'll get shut of them. It's just not even, just makes the stream a bit boring, doesn't it? And you get people chirping nonsense. Calvert-Lewin injured already, and Gueye injured. And be yourself, Dylan, come on Everton, and then Villa can go on level points. Hit specific, sucks for real, dude. Lunchtime right now. What is it for you? Time is 8:15 at night in the UK, mate. Jordan, not sure if you're a workie, but sometimes on a weekend there's an 8 PM our time MLS game in case you ever want to do one. Yeah, we might do, maybe. Could do an MLS. I guess it just depends. Yeah, it just depends on the fixture schedule. I try to only do a maximum of 2 a day. 1 to 2 a day. If it's 3, then it's because they're all absolute belters. Like today, Chelsea, Newcastle, Liverpool, Spurs, Everton, Arsenal. All 3 of them games I wanted to watch. So I was always going to watch all 3. But generally speaking, I won't do any more than maybe 2. Ethan, that'll be class key. Absolutely. It's going to be another corner for Everton here. Tierno Barry putting a bit of pressure on Arsenal's back line. Jake, 6 games unbeaten. If people want slot out, just get out. Again, these are Player FC people, mate, at the end of the day. Player FC. Right, corner to Ev. Corner to the Ev. Dwight McNeil from the left-hand side. Hassan Hersey, who on earth wants to watch MLS games? And Jordan, no, Gueye's not injured. Hassan, they're actually entertaining goal-wise, to be fair. I don't mind. MLS games are usually like 4-3, 5-4, aren't they? They're always entertaining to watch, but I only ever really get to see highlights because they usually kick off at 1, 2, 3 in the morning. Hit specific, would love for you to watch a Vancouver game sometime. Dude, drop to follow, we'll look out for it. Nice, good to see you, man. Thank you for that. Yeah, who said Gueye was injured? Dylan said Gueye was down injured. But he's assuming he's back on his feet now. Oh, here we go. Everton are in here. Get at him, lad. Oh, he can't touch like he's got lead in his boots. Here's Alcaraz. Go down. That's a foul for you. No, well done. Go on, Everton. Come on, Everton. Tebow says, is Wanyeri in the squad? Is Wanyeri in the squad? Let's have a look and see. On the bench, yes, Wanyeri is on the bench with Norgard, Marino, Martinelli, Madueke, Lewis Skelly, Jesus and Eze. Yeah, so there you go. Jordan says my favourite league after that Premier League is definitely the Australian A-League. Seeing people like Joe Lolly and Jason Cummings last year, who I knew personally. Yeah, I was going to say, we have done the A-League. We've watched an A-League on this channel at like 10 in the morning. 8 in the morning. We've done like an early morning stream. Prince Rupert, we've started better than I expected. It has been quite good, hasn't it? Yeah, they've done okay, Everton. It's been mostly Everton on the attack. Good defending that by Mykolenko. Did well there. And Gana gets it over to Grealish. Go on, Grealish. Get at him. Right, sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Okay, fair enough. Juventus 0, Roma 0 in Serie A. Everton started well, to be honest, says Callum, and Dave says Prince, the Gooners don't know the ground, mate. And Red Rebellion Arsenal looking a little rattled. They are, aren't they? Grealish does well there. Saka gives it away. This is better from Everton. Jordan, if they ever come back, I'd definitely watch them. Really interesting and close league this year. Yeah, well, hey, I'm happy to do a couple of early morning ones. Dave says, Key, who has played for Everton and Arsenal in the Premier League? That was the half-time quiz. Yeah, we can do that now if you want. Give me 11 players who've played for Everton and Arsenal in the Premier League era. There you go. Give me Everton and Arsenal's played for both. Brendan, will there be a half-time quiz? I've got a couple, but that was one of the questions, yeah. Everton and Arsenal players. Mikel Arteta says Clarkey. Yeah, there you go. There's one. Arteta is correct. Walcott. Theo Walcott. Correct. Keep them coming. The late, great Kevin Campbell played for both teams. He did. Super Kevin Campbell. What a player he was. Scored the winner at Anfield as well. Arsenal chance. Guide over the bar. Poor from Zubamendi. That should do better. Arteta, Kevin Campbell, and Theo Walcott is correct. Yeah. Martin Keown, Dave Wilson. Bang on the money. Yeah. Martin Keown is right. Devon Lindsay. Wigginson Park. Best stadium ever. 100 plus years of history made when Wigan scored the first goal in the new stadium named Wigginson Park. Can't say I've ever heard of it, mate. Herdy Gaming, could you watch the Kosovo League in future? Listen, we've done the Latvian League, we've done the Finnish League, we've done the Danish League, Latvian, Finnish, Danish, Dutch, French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Icelandic. We've done the Icelandic. So yeah, Iceland. So we could do the Kosovan, I guess, one day if it's, if there's opportunity to do so. Iwobi is correct. Francis Jeffers is correct. Keown you've got, yeah. Martin Keown is correct. KP, Everton prediction. I really, really thought that it would be Arsenal maybe 3 or 4-0. And it still might be. I'm just hoping that Everton make it last. I'm hoping that we get to late in the second half before Arsenal score their inevitable spawny winner. It's standard. Arsenal are going to get a spawny, horrible winner. Hassan says Alex Iwobi, Francis Jeffers, yep, got both of them. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get. So you've got 6, 5 more to get. Iwobi, Arteta, Kevin Campbell, Francis Jeffers, Martin Keown, Theo Walcott. There's quite a few who played in the last 10, 15 years. Brendan says the keeper, Taylor, he played for Everton. No, Philip Senderos is correct. Hassan Hersey, yeah, Philip Senderos is right. There's another centre-back who played for both. Well, there's actually two centre-backs, but one of them, yeah. One of them was more like late 90s, early noughties, I think. You've got you've got all of them in the last kind of 20 years. Nah, one of them's like mid-90s though. Stephen Hughes, correct. Stephen Hughes played for both, that's right. And Richard Wright, there you go. Two left to get. Chibo, Kevin Campbell, yeah, we've got Kevin Campbell, we've got Iwobi, Arteta, Stephen Hughes, Francis Jeffers, Martin Keown, Senderos, Walcott, Richard Wright. Two more left to get. One of them was an Everton youth player who played, I think, very spurningly for the Everton first team and then got a big move to Arsenal from a La Liga club. Chimey, did Song ever play for Everton? No. Fennick, Arsenal will probably win this the way they did against Wolves. Yeah, Nigel. Anders Limpar might have played for both. He did. Yeah, Anders Limpar is one of them. You're right. And there you go. Hassan Hersey's got the last one. Dylan got it as well. Mustafi. Yeah, Shkodran Mustafi. He was a bit of a calamity defender for Arsenal, wasn't he? But there you go. 11 players who've played for both teams in the Premier League. Arsenal, chance, far post, must be. Oh, it's a great piece of play. There's a massive claim for a penalty there. Huge claim for a penalty. The referee is saying no, he's going to check it. He is going to check it. Gyökeres is screaming at the referee here. He's absolutely screaming at the referee for a penalty. This would be the most spawny Arsenal goal ever if they get this. Yeah, you're never getting that. It's never a penalty. Get up, lad. Get up, soft lad. It's never a penalty, that. Never, ever, ever a penalty. Should be a... Oh, it's a dive. It's an absolute dive, that, from Gyökeres. Get up. Fix your hair and get up. Absolutely shocking, that. Shocking. Get up. Gyökeres. Gyökeres. Absolute Gyökeres. Fucking Victor Gyökeres. What a terrible player. Arsenal playing about as well as a wet paper bag, says Reese. Yeah, it's not been a good start from the Gooners, has it? This has been stale at the minute, says Liam. Ball whipped in, far post. Arsenal chance. It's gone behind. Should be a goal kick. And it is a goal kick. It is. Adrian Berder, Michael Smith out of the WDC. Clear pen, says Scott Downen. Clear pen, get off. Never a pen. Dave Wilson says, good question, Key. Who played for Everton only in the Premier League? I don't follow. I don't follow the question. Who played for Everton only in the Prem? Oh, it's going to be a fucking penalty. What the hell is Jake O'Brien doing there? I can't believe what I am witnessing here. That is a penalty all day, every day. For Jake O'Brien. Oh, as if Arsenal are going to get a stupid penalty because of a fucking idiot defender. Oh, Everton. It's Everton. What are you doing? They're so bad. They're so bad, these. What is he? He's like that. He's like that. What are you doing? Why have you got both hands there like that? That's unforgivable. It's unforgivable. It has to be a penalty. It's got to be a penalty to Everton, to Arsenal. It's so bad, this, from Everton. Absolutely shocking. Oh, and it's ruined the game, that. It's absolutely ruined the game, that. Oh, Jake O'Brien, hang your head in shame. What is he doing there? What is he doing? Do you know what? And do you know what? Everton fans can't even whinge about this one. Look at him. How are you like pulling your face about that one? But that's not a handball. That's a hands ball. Plural. You've literally caught it. You like that? How are you getting both hands on that ball? Oh, it's so bad. You can't do that. That's a basketball tip-off. It hits both his hands. It hits both his fucking hands, man. That is absolutely shocking. It's so poor. Right, and now who's he booking, ref? He's thinking it's netball. Odegaard's going to take the penalty. Come on, miss this one. Miss this one. Miss. Miss. Get it missed. He's not giving it. Oh, he's giving it to Jokeres. He's giving it to Jokeres. Fix your first, you diving wrong'un. Oh, he's shocking. He's absolutely shocking. Jokeres is going to score this one, is he? Yeah, fix your first, lad. Make sure you fix your Fix your career as well. Jokeres. Unbelievable. He took a dive 2 minutes ago, and now he's going to get the praise for sticking a penalty away. Well done. Well done, he's 12. 1-0 Arsenal. Shocking. Oh, and he's still, do you know what? He's got the goal to do that as well. Oh, he's shocking. He's absolutely shocking. Absolutely terrible. Lucky, lucky Arsenal, says Nigel. Yeah, that's right. Lucky, lucky Arsenal. Standard, yet again. Always the way in it. Lucky, lucky Arsenal. Jokeres. Terrible. 1-0 to the Arsenal, says Scott. Scarcely deserved. But listen, Jake O'Brien, if we're talking about brain farts this season, then Jake O'Brien is right up there. He is right up there. Brendan, I don't know what Pickford and Tarkowski are giving out about. Most obvious handball you'll ever see. It was never, ever anything other than a handball. But it was the only way Arsenal were going to score. That was the only way Arsenal were going to score today. Everton have been the better team in the opening half hour here. And yet again, we're looking at an Arsenal. You know, it's a set piece, it's a deflection, it's a penalty, it's off someone's arse. That's the only way they score. It's the only way they score. Nigel Krasker says Arsenal fans' biggest moaners on the radio. Lucky, lucky Arsenal here, says Jimmy P. Comedy. Adzo says, how come you have so much hatred towards Arsenal, Key? It's not like they've won loads recently. No, they haven't. You're right. You're right. I haven't got hate towards Arsenal. It's just funny that they're literally, Premier League champions. We're going to win it. They've just got such a loud mouth for a really poor team. And that's what we're talking about. A very loud mouth. All mouth and no trousers. That's what it is with Arsenal. Until we start seeing, some actual trophies, then maybe they need to just pipe down a little minute. Given the amount that they've spent. Fenix says the past 3 goals for Arsenal have been own goals and 2 own goals. Correct. And Erdi says, I saw Victor Gyökeres in Pristina Stadium, Sweden versus Kosovo, and I forgot he was playing. Bit harsh on Arsenal. They play some great football at times. Yeah, I guess. Leeds 0, Palace 0. Dan the Guy 777 says, that's hilarious, mate. I actually kind of think it's funny. It should be called Wickinson Park. Nathan says, new game, take a shit every time you say Jokeres. Take a shot. I'll take a shit. I'm not taking a shit every time I say Jokeres. Dave says, if Arsenal don't win the Prem this year, I can see Arteta sacked. They won't. No, they'll be quite happy because if he gets them in the Champions League, that's all that really matters. They're not bothered. The Arsenal board are quite content, and evidently the Arsenal fans aren't putting much pressure on him either, given he spent whatever it is, 1.1 billion, something like that. Nostalgia Bunker, if it's Arsenal, then it's not a pen. And Jimmy P Comedy, they play good football against woeful sides. Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah. And do you know what? And this is the type of game now where you'll see Arsenal kick on and score 3 and 4. And everyone will say, oh, I tell you what, didn't they play like champions? Weren't they brilliant against Everton away? Weren't they... No! They were crap for half an hour, and then an Everton player decided to catch the ball in mid-air off a corner. With 2 hands. Like, the stupidest thing you could possibly do. Just total and utter brain fart from O'Brien, and just hands Arsenal 3 points. It's hard enough to play against an Arsenal side like this anyway, with your 3 best players out. It's hard enough to play against them. But not when your fucking defenders are doing that as well. Come on. Brendan, they play some shocking football at other times too, I suppose. Arteta seems to want to show how clever he is and gets in the way. He gets in his own way, doesn't he? It's actually not Arsenal the team or Arsenal the fans that I dislike. It's Arteta. It's Arteta. And I think that's the case for most people, actually. The reason Arsenal get such a bad rap is Arteta. It's not even anything to do... The team's quite likeable. They don't play a great style of football, but, there's some really, really talented players in there for Arsenal. I really like this fella, Jurrien Timber, top player. Top quality player. That's an Everton foul, surely. Jimmy says, feels like you're quoting Neville there. He glazes Arsenal. And Clarkey says, Man United should have beat them at Old Trafford, Key. Liam says, you've got to hand it to Everton players. They're going to Europe, Key. Listen, we've had that from Evertonians all season, haven't we? We're going to be in Europe next season. Oh, they're only getting in Europe next season if they get Swansea away in the Cup. That's the only chance Everton have got of Europe. Dan says, stupidity. He should have just headed the ball. Not sure what he was thinking there. I'm praying that Arsenal don't win this year. Another bottling season would be nice to see. Yes, Dan. Love it. Dan says you don't mind Arsenal fans. Come on, Key, be real, mate. Arsenal fans are the worst. I know, but you can't tar all fans with the same brush, mate. At the end of the day, they're just people like me and you. The fact that they support Arsenal is neither here nor there. There's some incredibly annoying fans from any club, every club. We've all got them. And Arsenal do have their fair share as well. But that's not the reason I don't particularly like Arteta. It's Arteta, it's not the players, like I say. It's not the players, it's not the club. Arsenal are a good club. I liked them a lot when I was growing up because they used to keep United from winning trophies. So I always supported Arsenal as almost like a second club. If they're stopping United winning trophies, I'm happy with that. But now, they're just an annoyance, to be honest. I wouldn't mind if they played footy like the old Arsenal sides did. They actually tried to play football with Arsene Wenger. These lot don't try and play football. Although that's quite good. They're playing quite good footy at the minute. Liam says this Leeds game is dire. Both teams playing for a draw. I just think that's going to be two teams lacking energy, On a Permo, I can't bring myself to like a former Hun, but I don't actually mind Arteta as a manager. I respect the drive he has. He's elevated Arsenal. And Ben says 2 years ago tonight when Odegaard was playing basketball at Anfield. Yeah. But again, that doesn't get mentioned, does it? Don't mention that. Dan says Everton was never going to win this match because of AFCON. Lots of key players gone. They're in again here, Arsenal. Good save. Yeah, AFCON has hurt Everton, hasn't it? But also, I think Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall's injury last week, that was massive. Everton losing him as well as, Gana, Gueye and Iliman and Gueye all at the same time. That's really improbable for them to ever turn that around, really. On a Permo says Victor, off to the shops. Clarkey, Mikel Arteta is a Rangers reject, Key. And Jimmy, if this Arsenal team win the league, then will they be the worst champions in Premier League history? Would they be the worst champions? I think they'd be the least entertaining champions, yeah. I think if Arsenal were to win this one, they would be the team that would be the least... It would be a sign of football gone wrong, wouldn't it? It'd be like, oh, really? Them? They've won it? Great. Like, it's not, they're not a side that play particularly attractive or entertaining or, glorious football to watch. And there's been wonderful title-winning sides that have. United were many great title-winning sides at United. Even the Chelsea side, which were a little bit more defensively robust, they still had sort of cavalier players going forward. Your Lampards and, Robin at times. Or, they always had players who would get you excited and off the seat. Arsenal don't have that. Just don't have that. Jordan, should have been a penalty to Leeds. And Nigel says, every time I went to visit my parents in Spain watching Premiership games in the pub, Arsenal fans definitely think they should win everything when they fail most of the time. Liverpool fans, quality. Hey, good lad, Nigel. Dan says, if Arsenal don't win this, after all of the players they brought in, they should officially dissolve as a club. They absolutely have to win it this year, don't they? They absolutely have to win it. Neville says, I love Saka, but him taking on other players doesn't work. It's true. And Clarkey says, Key, be honest, would you rather see Man United win the league or Arsenal? No, Arsenal. Arsenal every day over United. Every single day and twice a week on Sunday. If I had the choice between United and Arsenal winning the league. Liam, I don't think there was a pen. Good tackle, to be fair. Risky, but got the ball. And Scott Downer says, I can't hear you. You're too far down the table. I'd be saying the same thing. Fair play. I like that. They've got lots of fronts, if nothing else. You've got to back it up now and win the title, though. Dan says, not a player on this Arsenal team that I enjoy watching. And that's it, isn't it? And this isn't just me. People, I'm sure I'll get hate in the comments. I'm sure I'll get those fan reaction channels clipping me up and saying, hate along, he hates Arsenal, did it? Yeah, it's not just me. We've got Everton fans in the chat saying it. We've got lots of fans. Everyone's having a go at Arsenal. It ain't just me. Everyone knows that this Arsenal side, are not particularly entertaining to watch. Chibo says, do you think that Joe Cole is underrated? No, I thought Joe Cole had his peak at Chelsea and he did well, and then he came to Liverpool and he was one of the worst players I've ever seen play for us. Jordan, if they're on about Palace pen, Mitchell didn't even get the ball. We're very, very lucky. And on a Permo, I don't think Cole was underrated. He had injuries, so he maybe didn't play as much or reach the consistent heights he could have. Chibo, I enjoy watching David Raya. Only David Raya as well. And there you go, 1-0 to Leeds. Dominic Calvert-Lewin with the goal. Dominic Calvert-Lewin scores. Jake, that was stupid from Everton. What was Jake O'Brien thinking? Alcaraz gives the ball away. We need Everton to start to, show a bit more going forward now. Pup says, the fact he's a former Ranger is the only reason I like Arteta. The penalty in that game where Dunfermline laid down was perfect. And Scott says, all rivals talking trash equally. Hey, like I said, fair play. As long as you win the title with all the trash talking, then enjoy it. It's all good. But yeah, Calvert-Lewin's put Leeds 1-0 up. Here's the goal. Ampadu, long throw in, and there he is. Oh, love it. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. How they could do with him at Everton this season. Someone who can put the ball in the back of the net. Fenix says, gap to safety for the bottom three is increasing. Yeah, what does that look like now, actually? We've got the table on the right, this side. Yeah, this side, the table will be coming up in a minute, and it'll update shortly with what the live table looks like. But with a Leeds win, West Ham are now 5 points behind Nottingham Forest. If Forest can get a win on Monday against Fulham, then... yeah, 6 points is a lot of ground to make up for West Ham, and 8 points for Burnley to make up. 16 points for Wolves to make up. Real Madrid have just scored against Sevilla. Jude Bellingham scored. Ginga says, I have a feeling Everton will dig out a draw here. Arsenal will crumble under the pressure from City, in my opinion. If Arsenal drop points here, then yeah, they are fully back reined in. In terms of the title race, it would be a colossal error if Arsenal were to throw it away here. Hassan says Leeds will move to 16th place. They will, yep. 16th above Forest in 17th and 6 points clear of West Ham. Not even just 6 points, by the way. 6 points, but a massive goal difference too. Leeds are on -9. West Ham are on -16. So that's as good as a point, isn't it? That extra goal difference. So they're effectively 7 points clear to West Ham at the minute if Leeds can hang on here and get the win. It's a huge, huge result for them. Here's Bukayo Saka. Keep him out, Everton. Odegaard. Over to Rice. Strike. Miles over the bar. Sevilla are going to win that one 3-2, says Chibo. And do you think Joe Gomez will score his first career goal this season? I don't, mate. No, I don't think Joe Gomez will score anytime soon. Joe says Twitter merchants asking for Howe to be sacked. I can't take this any longer. Eddie Howe's going nowhere. Dave says, Nigel, I think Burnley, West Ham and Wolves are going to go down. Which 3 teams do you think will get relegated from the Prem, says Nigel. Yeah, I'll be honest. I said West Ham, Burnley and Leeds. I still think West Ham can get out of it, and I still think Leeds do get pulled back in. So yeah, for me, I would go at this point. I think it's going to be Leeds, Burnley, and Wolves. Yeah, they are my predictions for going down. Be yourself. Dylan says if Villa win tomorrow, the top 3 could be sorted. No, Villa won't finish in the top 4, mate. Let alone the top 3. They ain't finishing in the top 4. Arsenal doing what Arsenal do now, just slowing their game down and just grinding this out now. Everton, this is a horrible place for Everton to be. 1-0 down and Arsenal with the ball. You're not getting it back so easily. This is why Mikel Arteta, I have to give him some praise, to be fair. The possession, the way that Arsenal control games when in front is absolutely top class, and that's why they will win the title this season. It'll be because they've been able to control games when in front. They've not been sloppy. They've not thrown the game away. They've been massively in control when in front. If they concede first, that's a different, matter altogether. The Villa game last week was maybe a prime example of that. Madia says, imagine if Comoros beats Morocco. Are you watching the AFCON match tomorrow? Morocco v Comoros. No, I'm not watching that one tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm doing Man United against Aston Villa. And Nigel says, I want Leeds to stay up with Daniel Farker in charge, ex-Canaries boss. Yeah, I can't see it, sadly. I just feel like Leeds haven't got the goals in them. Yeah, I don't feel like they've got the goals in them, to be honest, Leeds. But tomorrow's massive. Tomorrow is absolutely huge because we'll just have... we'll have Villa potentially taking a big stride towards maybe securing Champions League football, and Man United with so many players out injured. Or Arsenal are in here. Oh, it's a great block that from Tarkowski. Gyökeres should do better. Gyökeres has to do better. Tarkowski is saying to Tim Irabunan, what are you doing here? Oh, he's absolutely screaming at Tim Irabunan. Tarkowski is not happy with that at all. But it's a great bit of defending from Tarkowski. That Gyökeres, for me, has to do better there. Brothers, good evening, Key. Should it have been a penalty? Oh, nailed on. Clear as day. Absolutely clear as day penalty. You can't really argue with it. I'm gutted that he did it, but Jake O'Brien absolutely can't argue. It's a nailed on penalty. Arsenal deserve the penalty, but they haven't done anything to warrant it. It's been a really, really poor, just a really poor first half all round. And this is what Arsenal do, isn't it? They kill games. This is what it's about. They kill games. They're like anti-football. Calafiori's gone down here with... I don't know what's up with him. Has he got a knock to the back of the head here or what? Oh, yeah. Phew, that was naughty. Dave says, Everton, mate. And Ginga says, we always do well against Villa. I'm not worried about Villa. Famous last words, Ginga. Liam says, we've scored 7 less than Liverpool. Well, there you go. 7 less than Liverpool. To be fair, you've scored in gluts. This is what I mean. You got 3 against us. You didn't deserve 3 against us. But you've scored in gluts. I just feel like Leeds don't create enough and they don't score enough. Pup, also Hearts v Rangers, Celtic v Aberdeen will be an interesting afternoon. Always, yeah. I've seen enough. Sell Mateta. Oh my God. Jordan, Mateta's absolutely quality. You can't be selling him. Can't be selling him. Fenwick, I think Wolves and Burnley will go down and anyone could get 18th. Yeah, there's certainly a mix in there, isn't there? West Ham, Leeds. I mean, Fulham aren't pulling up any trees, to be honest. Don't think Fulham get dragged into it. Forest, obviously, still around there. Bournemouth and Tottenham and Brentford aren't that far ahead either. Even Everton, to be honest. Everton have got the capability to get dragged into a relegation battle if they're not careful. Prince Rupert says, absolutely shocking that from O'Brien, but he's been solid this season so far. Yeah, he's been incredible. That's why it's so frustrating, isn't it? Because he's been really, really good. Playing out of position as well for most of the season at right back. You've got to give credit to Jake O'Brien, sorry. Got to give credit to Jake O'Brien for how well he's played, how consistent he's been. But he's not a right back, is he? This is why it was baffling why Everton went so big and David Moyes went so big for a right winger like Tyler Diblin. Spent 42 million of a very modest budget, let's be clear. Everton didn't have a lot of money to spend. They spent 42 million on Tyler Diblin when they were desperate for at least one fullback. At the very least they needed one fullback. So to not get any is unforgivable really for me. Especially given he's not playing Tyler Diblin as either. So, Jordan, instead of walking around like an 80-year-old with a Zimmer frame. And Fenwick says... Oh, sorry, hang on a minute. Prince Rupert, absolutely shocking that. He's done that one. Jordan, well, it's simple. Get the surgery or get out of our club. Get the surgery. What surgery? Does he need an operation or something, Mateta? Brendan, Everton, a European contender. They'll not be in a relegation battle. European contender. European contender. I mean, they're as close to Leeds as they are to Chelsea. Yeah, they're as close to the relegation battle as they are to Europe, really. Liam, I've said if we keep DCL fit, then he'll get us goals. And he scored more than Isak and Gyökeres. Yeah, no, but saying he scored more than Isak and Gyökeres is not the same as he's better than Isak and Gyökeres, is it? Because he's not. He doesn't create as much. He's not as clinical. Poor again from Everton. Ronaldinho says Gyökeres might as well replace John Cena. Can't see him on the pitch, can you? I guess that was the point you were making. Leeds 2-0. Calvert-Lewin again. Calvert-Lewin again. He's done it. They don't score enough, Leeds. They don't score enough. I think they'll go down. That Dominic Calvert-Lewin's not going to score enough for Leeds. 2-0 Leeds. Kylian Mbappe might score against Sevilla, says Chibo. But yeah, Dominic Calvert-Lewin bags 2 on the same night Everton could really do with a centre-forward. To be honest, they could do with a midfield, Everton. They're just getting dominated in midfield. They just look at this. It's the same thing every time. Pump it long. Arsenal win the header. Arsenal control the ball. It's the same thing from Moyes. You've got to vary it up here. Here's Timur Abunam. Come on, can they string 2-3 passes together here, Everton? Alcaraz. Keep hold of it. Fucking hell, 2 passes and they've given it away. It's so poor. It's so poor from Everton. Here's Odegaard. He's got Gyökeres with him. Stood up far post. Saka. Terrible. Prince Rupert, Dominic Calvert-Lewin hitting his Ancelotti form for Leeds. Would have kept him, but he wanted stupid wages. I don't think Leeds have given him stupid wages, though, have they? Brendan, Everton don't have the best squad, but they do have Grealish. You'll drag them into the top half. Grealish doesn't do enough. Doesn't do enough. And they've also, they've not got a midfield, really, Everton. That's the problem. Especially with Gana, Gueye being away for such a long time. Don't know how long Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall's out, but the midfield's a problem. It's a real problem. They get ran through far too easily a lot of the time. And then they end up bypassing the midfield anyway. Like, this is what they've been doing tonight. Just bypassing the midfield. It's crazy. Right, here's Alcaraz. Barry's with him. Good lad. Well done, Barry. Keep hold of it. No, can't keep hold of it. Poor. He's isolated. I'm not having a pop at Barry there. He's isolated. There's not. What do you expect him to do? Jordan, game over for us. We ain't scoring 2. I think it's game over in both of them 8 o'clock games, to be honest. I think Leeds 2-0 up. Arsenal 1-0 up here. Can't see Everton scoring. Spurs 38. Do you think Romero was stupid to get the second yellow? He should have got a straight red for it. He should have got a straight red for that one. You can't. Oh, that was naughty. Who was that? That Timmy Abunam leaves and left a little bit there on Declan Rice. Liam said, never said Dominic Calvert-Lewin is better than them. Just he'll be great when he stays fit and he'll score. Well, he's doing so tonight, isn't he? 2-0. 2-0 to Leeds. Calvert-Lewin with 2. Everton. It's all on, sadly, this. It is all on Jake O'Brien. I mean, he can't defend. You can't defend that. It's a terrible, terrible decision from Jake O'Brien. And the result is Everton are now chasing the game. Ginger, last 20 or so Premier League games against Villa, they've only beaten us 2 or 3 times. Hence my confidence. Records were meant to be broken. Records were meant to be broken. Spurs 38 says, wow, Leeds are shocking. That's really good from them. They're staying up. Um, 2KW says, looked like he was trying to play volleyball, Jake O'Brien. Yep, correct. Couldn't agree more with that one. Hang on a second. Right. So, that can't be right. That can't be right. The top 20 Premier League players, top 20 Premier League defenders, just while we're talking about Arsenal, right? The top 20 Premier League defenders with the most assists in Premier League history. There you go. Let's do that. That's our half-time quiz. Given we're watching Arsenal, Mr. Defensive, Mikel Arteta, give me your best, or the best, defensive players in Premier League history with... defenders, rather, not defensive. Defenders in Premier League history with the most assists. Top 20. Dave says we're 3 points behind top 6, 11 points ahead of bottom 3, Key. You're not 3 points behind top 6 now. Oh yeah, Sunderland. Yeah, you see how United play tomorrow. United have still got to play a game. But like I said, you can easily get dragged in again. Easily get dragged in. Trent is correct. Yep, Leighton Baines also correct. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on. I've got to add a caveat. I've got to add a caveat to this. Foreign defenders. I was looking then and I was thinking, why is Trent not in the list? Why is Leighton Baines not in the list? It's foreign. It's foreign defenders. So Robbo does count. Well, anything non-English, let's say that. So Robertson is correct, yes. Baines and Trent are not. So I'm after the top 20 foreign, non-English defenders in Premier League history that have assists, the most assists. Jesus Christ. Digne is correct, yes. Lucas Digne is 4th. So Robertson top, Luca Digne 4th. Any more? Keep them coming. Non-Premier League, non-foreign, non-English rather, defenders with the most assists. Sweet Lord. Evra is correct. Yeah, Patrice Evra is 12th on the list. Yep, keep them coming. Bakary Sagna, Ian Hart. Yeah, Bakary Sagna's 14th. Ian Hart is... he's got to be further up there, hasn't he? Ian Hart is 6th. What a player he was, Ian Hart. Top quality. Colin Hendry and Cancelo. Colin Hendry, can't imagine he would have been. No. Colin Hendry is a no. Cancelo is also a no. Yeah. They're no's. Van Dijk, Gael Clichy. Gael Clichy has to be, doesn't he? Yeah, 17th Clichy. Liam Manning, what's the question, Key? Fucking hell, don't make me repeat it. It's a long-winded one. It's foreign defenders in Premier League history with the most assists. And by foreign, I mean non-English. So Scottish, Welsh, Irish counts. Right? So Clichy, Sagna, Evra, Hart, Digne, Robertson, we've got so far. John Arne-Riise, 5th, correct. Yep, John Arne-Riise is right. Any more? Keep them coming. Zabaleta, Irwin. Yeah, Zabaleta is right. Dennis Irwin is 8th. Where's Zabaleta in the list? He is 16th. 16th, Zaba. Good player, Zabaleta, wasn't he? Any more? Keep them coming. Vidic, no. Ferdinand, no. The vast majority... There's not many that actually are centre-backs. Yeah, there's not many that actually are centre-backs. Not Dan Petrescu, no. John Arne-Riise Aurelio is not in the list. No, I don't think he was at the club too long. He wasn't at the club long enough. John Arne-Riise, Vidic. Keep them coming. Any more guesses? Who've we got? Irwin, Clichy, Van Dijk, Cancelo, Sagna, Ian Hart, Evra, Giggs, no. Stephen Carr. Stephen Carr is a great shout, but he is not. He's 24th. So he doesn't make the top 20. But Stephen Carr's a great shout. Dan Petrescu. No, Dan Petrescu isn't. He is not... doesn't have the most assists, or doesn't have enough assists, I guess. Steve Finnan, good shout. Steve Finnan is 25th. So he doesn't make the top 20, but Steve Finnan is 25th in the list. Olivier Bernard, it was for Newcastle, wasn't it? I don't think he'll be there. No to Olivier Bernard. AM10, what's the question? The question is, for those again, this is the last time I'm repeating it. The question is, we're looking for the top 20 non-English defenders with the most assists in Premier League history. It's a bit of a mouthful, but given we're watching two mega defensive sides in Everton and Arsenal, I thought, that would be an order of the day. Gary Neville is English, there you go. Azpilicueta is correct, he is third on the list. Azpilicueta is third, he got 36 assists in his Premier League career. John Stones, Lee Dixon, both English, them lads. Seamus Coleman says Brendan, yes. Seamus Coleman says Brendan. Brendan says Seamus Coleman. Seamus Coleman is correct, he is 7th on the list. Fucking hell. Oh, good lord. Good lord. Gallas, Hector Bellerin, Hector Bellerin is there. Hector Bellerin is 15th. Basingwa and Marcos Alonso, I would imagine. No, Basingwa, no. Marcos Alonso, no. Again, the only thing I can assume with maybe Marcos Alonso is whether or not he's been categorised as a different type of player. Dan Petrescu got 14, Jimmy. 14 assists in the Premier League, according to my record. So he doesn't make the top 20. Does Essien's stint at right back qualify him? No, not quite. Chibo, Reece James, Asier Del Horno, Ivanovic. Ivanovic is correct, yes. Ivanovic is... Where was Ivanovic again? Ivanovic was 10th. Ivanovic. You've still got to get second in the list, by the way. Still not seen anyone mention second. Second, 11th, 13th, 18th, 19th and 20th. So you've got 3, 4, 5, 6 to get. 6 still to go. Liam says Alexander Arnoldinho. Yeah, he's English, mate. He's English. Robertson's been said, AM10. Yeah, he's been said. We've got Robertson first. Azpilicueta third. Digne fourth. Reese 5th. Hart 6th. Coleman 7th. Irwin 8th. Ivanovic. I think we need 9th as well, haven't we? Yeah, we've not got 9th. Ivanovic is 10th. 11th you've not got. 12th is Evra. 13th you've not got. Sanya, Bellerin, Zabaleta, Clichy. They were all there as well. And then you've not got 18th, 19th or 20th. Valencia, there you go. There's number 2. Antonio Valencia. He is second on the list. 3-star Reds. Andy Robertson, Leighton Baines, Graham Lasso. 2 of them are English, mate. Non-English they've got to be. Lauren, Jose Enrique. Neither of them right. No. Again, surprising. So, I don't know if you can actually, you can't see, can you? I was just double checking, there's no cheating going on there. There's a couple of surprising answers, actually. I didn't think this would be... There's one you're definitely not going to get. You're never, ever going to get one of them. I'd be amazed if you got one of them. Because I wouldn't have even thought of this one. 11th is still playing now. 11th is still playing now. And 9th, yeah, again. There's 2 in the list you're not getting. Unless, if you get these 2, you're cheating. You've definitely cheated if you've got these two. Kieran Tierney, no. Trippier, no. Yapstam, no. Kieran Trippier's English, Callum. Nathan Ake, no. Kyle Walker is English. João Cancelo, no. Matip, no. Goodmanson, no. Risa has been mentioned. João Cancelo, no. So, 20th, played for Man United and Sunderland. Played for Man United and Sunderland. Ashley Young is a midfielder. Saliba, no. Estupiñán, no. Milenkovic, no. Yeah, played for United and Sunderland. Dan Petrescu isn't, no. Dan Petrescu only got 14 Premier League assists. Not Richardson. Ashley Young, no. John O'Shea, Brendan, that's correct. John O'Shea is number 20. There's two that are still playing. One of them currently... Actually, no, I won't say... In fact, there's two. Two played for Man United. One played for Liverpool. One is currently still playing in the Premier League for a side that we've watched today. There you go. Wan-Bissaka is correct. AM10. Yeah, Wan-Bissaka is 19th. Yeah, one you still haven't got. He is a Man United, ex-Man United defender. In fact, he played for United and he played for Arsenal. That's a giveaway. That's a dead giveaway. If he played for United and Arsenal, who's a defender. Come on. Dead giveaway, that. Go on, someone put me out my misery. It's nearly kick-off for the second half here. Someone put me out my misery. Jaime Wan-Bissaka is English. Nah, he's Congo, mate. Congo. According to this, anyway. Mikel Sylvestre, Brendan, is right. Yeah, Mikel Sylvestre is 13th in the list. So you've got 20, John O'Shea. 19th, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. 18th, you're not going to get. I'm not even going to try and give you the clue because you won't get it. 17th is Clichy. 16th is Zabaleta. 15th, Bellerin. 14th, Bakary Sagna. 13th, Sylvestre. 12th, Patrice Evra. 11th is a defender that is still playing right now in the Premier League for a team that we have already watched today. He's still playing. I think, did he play today? Don't think he played today, but he is for a team that we have watched today. 9th you haven't got. 10th was Ivanovic. 8 was Irwin. 7 Coleman. 6 Ian Hart. 5 John Arisa. 4 Luca Dean. 3 Azpilicueta. 2 Antonio Valencia. And 1 Andy Robertson. So 9 and 18 you will not get. You're not even going to get it. It's not even going to try. Daniel, what's the question? The question is non-English players, non-English defenders. Right, let me get this right. Let me get this right. Non-English defenders, so Scottish, Irish, Welsh counts, right? But non-English defenders with the most assists in the Premier League era. That is what you need. That is what I'm asking for. The top 20. We've done 17 of them. I need 3. 2 of them you're never going to get. I promise you, you're never going to get them. One of them, though, did play, or does play, for a team that we have watched on this channel today. Pup, are you going to tell us those 2? Of course I'll tell you them. Absolutely I will. I just know that you won't get them, that's all. We would be here all night. We would quite literally be here all night if I asked you to guess them. Oh, Timbers, hands up there. Hey, claim for a penalty. We're going to check that one, ref. No, you're never going to get that. Mark Cucurella is not correct. No, neither is Heinzer, neither is Van der Ven, neither is Shah. Ian Hart, we've already had. It's not Cucurella, no. It isn't Cucurella. I like the thinking, though, but it isn't Cucurella. No, it's a player who's been around a lot longer than Marc Cucurella. He's actually already been featured as an answer on a quiz that we did yesterday, on Friday. We did a quiz on Friday, and this fellow was an answer in it. There you go. That's a test for anyone who's an absolute superstar and watches Premier League Dad a lot. Lisha, was it Newcastle who he's played for? No. We've already got them, yeah. I'll go through them again. O'Shea, Wan-Bissaka, Clichy, Zabaleta, Bellerin, Sanya, Mikel Silvestre, Evra, Ivanovic, Irwin, Coleman, Ian Hart, Risa, Digne, Azpilicueta, Valencia, Robertson. All of them we've got. There's 3 left to get. Gareth Bale, no. Carragher, Skirtle, no. Ashley Williams, no. Still playing in the Prem today. One of them is still playing in the Prem. In fact, 2 definitely aren't. 2 have both retired. One of them is still in the Prem today. And he plays for a team that we've watched today. It isn't Porro. And it isn't Jed Spence. But you're on the right lines. It's not Ricardo Pereira. I just want to tell you the answers now so we can get back to watching the game, but I don't want to give it away. Not Matt Ritchie. Not Ashley Young. Not Anthony Robinson, no. Everton. Oi. It's not Matt Ritchie. It's not Michael Keane, no. Everton chance. They're just pumping it in the area here. T16, watch your stream at lunchtime. Nice, good lad. Thank you. Brothers, Ben Davis. There you go. Finally, we got the answer. Ben Davis. He was 11th in the list. Now, you're still missing 18th and 9th in the list. And this is amazing, really, because I don't think you'd get... I know I wouldn't get these. And I'm an absolute loser when it comes to football trivia. So if anyone was to get these, I would immediately question whether you've been cheating. I'm going to try and give you some guesses as to who they are. I think I'm right in saying I think the one who's in 9th only played for 2 Premier League clubs. I think he only played for 2 Premier League clubs. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. I'm trying to not. Yeah. No, he didn't. He didn't. He played for... Yeah, no, he did. I think... Yeah, no, he only played for 2 clubs in the Premier League. And interestingly enough, he signed for both of them twice. Key is one, Dennis Irwin. Yeah, Dennis Irwin is you've already got. It's not Dennis... it's not Doherty. It's not Mason Holgate or Ben Godfrey. No. Evra, Dunk, Yobbo, Rondon, Jeremy. No, again, you're naming centre forwards now, mate. We're after defenders. Harry Sinclair, Evra, we've already got. It's Gabriel Jesus. What are you on about, Gabriel Jesus? He's not a defender. Arsenal are in. Should be here. This should be 2. Oh, off the line. Should have been 2, that. AM10, Ben Davis, Seamus Coleman. Yeah, we've already got them, lads. These are 2 players who have retired, right? You've got one who played for 2 Premier League sides, and he moved to each of them twice. Jamie, you keep skipping a Estupiñán. Yeah, it's not him. I've not said don't skip it because I've told you. I've already said Estupiñán isn't the answer. And it's not Masuaku, it's not Milenkovic, it's not Eric Edmund, it's not Mikolenko. It's 2 players who've long since retired. Long since retired. It's assists, Daniel. Is one Norwegian? No. In fact, I think they're both Irish. There you go. They're both Irish. 9th and 18th in this list are both Irish. You're never going to get them, I'm telling you. I mean, I basically give you one of them. Non-English defenders with the most assists in the Premier League. Here's Barry. Oh, it's got to be a pen, ref. It's got to be a pen. Has to be a pen. Oh, he's given a goal kick. Zubimendi's absolutely screaming, saying no chance. That's got to be a pen to Everton. That's got to be a pen. He's in the area here. Is he? No, it's a dive. Steve Staunton is correct. There you go. D28 got it, as did Brendan. Right, Steve Staunton is right. That is 9th in the table. 18th is another Irishman. You're never, ever going to get it. Another Irish defender with the most... 18th in the league for the most assists in Premier League history. You never get it. I'm telling you. You're never going to get it. It's crazy, this. When did he actually retire? He was a right back. And he won a league title. He won a league title. How's that? He's a Premier League title winner. That's a great shout. Premier League title winner, Irish, played right back. And he's 18th in Premier League history for non-English defenders with the most assists. It's not Duff. It's not O'Neill, no. And it's not Chris Brunt. Chris Brunt didn't win a title. Jake Key, just give us the answer. I give up. And Alicia says, oh, Leeds' very own Gary Kelly. No, not Gary Kelly. Again, though, I like the thinking. Gary Kelly's a good shout. It isn't Gary Kelly. Didn't win a title, I don't think, Gary Kelly. And it's not O'Leary either. It's not McGrath. Again, I like these. I like the shouts. You're going to kick yourself. Honestly, you're going to... I mean, you're not. You're going to say, fucking hell, he's right. He's a title-winning Irishman right back. How did we not get it? It's crazy. Who did he win the title with? Well, if I tell you that, you'll get it. Come on. Conor Bradley. It's not Conor Bradley. No. He's long since retired. It's not Paul McGrath. It's not McConnell. It's not McNair. Come on. Come on. It's not Jake O'Brien. Trey Hume, no. No. Paul McCartney. No. It's not Dennis Irwin, Rob. No, it's not Dennis Irwin. Everton pushing forward here. Oh, yeah. Dwight McNeil runs it straight out of play. It's not Seamus Coleman, mate, no. It's not Seamus Coleman. Juventus 2, AS Roma 1. It's not Martin O'Neill, Daniel. No. It's not Johnny Evans. It's not Wilcox. We'll be here all fucking night. It's not Steve Finnan. It's not. It's not Jemba either, and he was a midfielder. It's not Rory Delap, and it's not Kavanagh. Christ, we're running out of Irishmen here. Christ. Petrescu's a funny Irish name. No. It's not Ian Hart. We've already got Ian Hart. He is in the list. He is number 6 on the list. Ian Hart. Gareth Southgate's not Irish. Roy Keane is Irish, but he's a midfielder. It's not Kevin Moran. It's not Stephen Carr. Stephen Carr's a good shout, given he's Irish and a fullback. But no, he didn't win a title, did he, Stephen Carr? Red Rebellion, we want 2 Everton goals ASAP. Absolutely right. Hey, there you go. Adrian Bird has got it. It's Jeff Kenner. Jeff Kenner. I never got Jeff Kenner, title winner with Blackburn Rovers. Played 27 times for the Irish national side. And he has more assists as a defender than... I can give you low. He got more assists than Patrick Van Aanholt, Steve Finnan, Stephen Carr, more than Van Dijk, more than Petrescu, more than Monreal, more than Gary Kelly, more than Lucas Neal, Martin Olsen. He got loads, Jeff Kenner. And he was the right back. Jeff Kenner is the right back for Blackburn Rovers when they won the Premier League. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Must be a penalty. Grealish is claiming for a pen here. He's screaming for the pen. He's screaming for the penalty. Chimey, who the hell is Jeff Gana? Let's see. Was this a pen? Oh, it's a pen, that. That's a pen. Right, that is a pen. That is a nailed-on penalty. That is a nailed-on penalty. Has to be a pen, this. He's kicked through him. We got a penalty given against us for that exact thing at Brighton. That is a pen. That has to be a pen, ref. You have got to give a penalty for this. It has to be. This is a penalty. Leeds are 3-0 up. Ampadu goal. But this is a penalty to Everton, I'm telling you. It's a penalty. Saliba kicks through him. The ball is gone. He gets none of the ball and all of the man. That is a penalty. I'm telling you. It's a penalty. Come on, Everton. Yes. Penalty to the Ev. It's a definite penalty. And this will be justice. Because I tell you what, they've deserved something, this Everton side. You better check this, ref. I'm telling you, if you don't get this, if you don't give this as a penalty, it's laughable. It's a joke. It's a joke if you don't give this. That's got to be a pen. It's an absolute joke if you're not giving that. I'm sorry. You kicked through him. You kicked through him. Oh, it has to be a pen. It has to be a penalty. This is madness. Harry, I don't know about UK. I wish England's top order didn't have the breaking strain of a warm, wet Kit Kat. Who's England's top order? Are we on about cricket here now, Harry? Can't say I've been watching it, to be honest. Third goal for Leeds. Nostalgia Bunker says it's a red pen and a 10 game. He's not give that. He's not give that as a penalty. Oh my God, this referee. This referee. Do you know what? They're desperate, aren't they? They're desperate to give Arsenal this title. That is a nailed-on penalty, as clear as crystal. Absolute clear as day. They have to give that as a pen, but no. Of course they're not. Silly. He's only rolling round, so it's reviewed. It's not a clear and obvious error. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. The same thing has happened multiple times in the Prem, and it's been given as a pen. Everton get nothing, says Nathan. It should be. That has to be a penalty for me. That is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Kenny says if that's given, then Newcastle will be foaming. Newcastle should have had one as well against Chelsea. I agree. I absolutely agree. But just because that one isn't given earlier, doesn't mean this one shouldn't. That's a yellow. It's a yellow, that. Dave told you, Key, they never give us pens. Mate, I couldn't agree more. I think that has to be a penalty. It's crazy you don't get it. Two wrongs don't make a right. Liam says, who was it who said Little Leeds won't get anything tonight? Who said that? I didn't say that, by the way. I actually thought Leeds would win tonight. Palace are knackered. Palace are absolutely knackered. T16, I enjoy your streams. Oh, mate, that's very kind of you to say. Thank you very much. I enjoy you coming in my streams as well and chatting with all of us. Bradders, they don't like giving pens against London clubs. And Daniel says, injury pretenders should be booked for time wasters. At the end of the day, it's a pen. Should be a pen, that. Ollie, what do you think of the pen not given for Newcastle? That should have been a pen as well. Yeah, I think that had to be a penalty on Anthony Gordon as well, but I don't think that's the reason that Newcastle didn't win today. Jordan says, not knackered, just shit and don't care. Do you think Palace can make the comeback? No. No, I think that's pretty much him done, to be honest. Chimey, will Arteta overtake Wenger as Arsenal's best manager if he wins the Prem? What? No. No, he'd have to win a Champions League and a couple of Prems before he's in the same realm as Wenger. And Wenger did it playing good football as well. Like, he's not playing this absolute Stoke City nonsense, is he? Arsene Wenger was an absolutely fabulous manager who played really, really good football and revolutionised Arsenal. Arteta's nowhere near. Not even in the same league as him. Not in the same boat as Arsene Wenger. Tom Toyland says, never a pen. He was clearly trying to get the ball. Oh, that doesn't mean anything, does it? Whether you're trying to get the ball or not. Stood far post. Arsenal chance here. They're hanging on here now, Everton. T16, Wenger had Bergkamp and Thierry. Correction, Wenger signed Thierry, and he also signed Thierry when he was a player who was being shunted out onto the left-hand side by Juventus. You know, he wasn't exactly a thriving household name when he signed him. And he also made Bergkamp, to be fair. Bergkamp was signed by Bruce Rioch, but again, he wasn't exactly thriving at Arsenal, Bergkamp, when he started. Nearly 4-0, says Jordan. Just let them have 6. And Scott says, Arteta might get a statue if Arsenal win the title, but he's got some way to go to get to Wenger. Leeds 4-0. It is 4-0 now. Oh my God. Wenger football was a joy to watch, even if you were a neutral. Yeah, it was fantastic, wasn't it? PGMOL and the Premier League are desperate to get their big 6 back together. I mean, that's patently not true. That's patently not true. It isn't corruption, mate. It's inadequacy and poor training and errors, basically. It isn't corruption. It's nonsense to suggest it's corruption. Put these wannabe Big 6 teams back in their place. I mean, there's been more teams in the top 6 in the last 10 years than... I mean, if the Premier League were trying to keep the top 6, the big clubs in it, then... No, of course it's corruption. Don't be silly, mate. Come on. Who do you support, Kenny? I can have a guess, but go on. Who do you support? It's absolutely not corruption. It's ridiculous to suggest it's corruption. Newcastle. Well, yeah. What bought by one of the most corrupt places in the world, eh? Liam says, great save, Henderson. Hassan says, I'm watching the Leeds game and it's 3-0, not 4-0. Oh, someone said it was 4-0. Arsenal all the way back here. Adrian says, putting Arteta in the same breath as Wenger is an insult to Wenger. That's the same as Eni Aluko choosing Bellingham over Maradona. Crazy. Did she do that? Eni Aluko chose Bellingham over Maradona. Declan Rice must be for Arsenal. Oh, off the post. Really poor from Trossard. Should have killed the game off. Game would have been finished dead there. Kenny says, every team that's tried to break the Big 6 has been pushed back. Have they? Newcastle are in the Champions League multiple times in the last couple of years. Villa, Champions League, European football. Again, Villa haven't been pushed back. Villa are on course for it again this year. I don't know what you're talking about. Like I said, if you spend well and spend in the right places, you can thrive in the Premier League. It's actually, there's massive upward mobility in the Premier League. Look at United. United have dropped out of it for years. Plenty of mobility. Spurs dropping out of it. Chelsea weren't in it for a couple of years. You know. FM No Casuals, if you're going to have a conspiracy theory, at least make it make sense. Yeah, well, this is it. It's crazy, isn't it? Tierno Barry's coming off for Beto. Not a great night for Barry. Gabriel Jesus coming on for Arsenal. T16, Trossard isn't the same player as 2-3 years ago. And Reece says, I know my team are playing, but I've put the boxing on. Such a bore. Oh, this is why I love you, Reece. Because even as an Arsenal fan, you know, they're absolutely shocking to watch. Dreadful to watch. Harry, I ground hop trying to do as many football grounds as possible, and everywhere I go, the fans think the refs are against them. Yeah, and that's totally fine, isn't it? I mean, there's plenty of... Maybe there's an element of truth to that in some circumstances. Like, Everton fans firmly believe that Craig Pawson hates them. And every time Craig Pawson referees Everton, something goes awry. I'm sure that's not the case, but there's certainly been enough occasions where they started to think, he's got something against us. We never get anything when Craig Pawson refs us. So, again, how true that is up to them and Craig Pawson's conscience, I guess. But there's absolutely no level of corruption at the top level in football. There just isn't. It's just ridiculous to suggest otherwise. Twisted Fate Spurs was absolutely awful today. Did you notice Kudus completely just slowed down their counter-attacks every time the ball got to him, Key? Well, it's no surprise he was the first one took off. Daniel, do you think Arsenal are showing too much emotion or is too much being read into it? Are we talking in general or are we talking this game specifically? What's Jack Grealish doing here? Jack Grealish having a little go at the referee for something. T16, my Huddersfield sing, we always get shit refs. And FM No Casual says, most teams fall off the top 4 hunt. It's because they don't invest in January. Again, Aston Villa invested, got in the Champions League, spent very poorly the season after. Look at the signings that they made. 200 million quid's worth of incredibly poor signings. Newcastle were kind of much the same, to be honest. Newcastle made some really, really poor signings. Adrian Berder says 19 goals in 40 matches. You do the maths. It's pretty much a goal a game. Eni Aluko. Lisha says 16 out of 20 teams played today. And Daniel against Villa and today. I just feel like this is a game where if they don't kill it off, it could always come back and bite you. If Everton managed to pinch a point in this, I will have never been more convinced that City are winning this league. If they manage to... Because they'll have had chances to kill the game off Arsenal. This is exactly the circumstance where champions go and get 2 and get 3 and kill it off. And they've had chances, and they've been really tame and timid. Here we go, chance for Arsenal here. Great strike off the post again. They've hit the post twice now, Arsenal, and he's offside. Twisted Fate, the ref did make some silly decisions that game, to be fair. He didn't allow it to flow, but that was 100% a red card. Can't argue with that for Xavi. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Prince Rupert, I've always said that if you genuinely believe the league is corrupt, you'd have to be a fool to keep watching it. No point then, isn't it? Yeah, that's true. Zubamendi off the outside of the post. Pope says the refs are against them. That's like me saying the reason I lost at FIFA was because my controller was crap. And Brendan says Wenger underachieved with the side he had. He should have, listen, I agree with that. He should have won more in Europe, shouldn't he? He should have got further in the Champions League. One Champions League final is ridiculous, but yeah, I don't know. I agree with you. I think Wenger was an absolutely unbelievable coach that revolutionised Arsenal. MK13, evening Key, how's it going, mate? And Liam Manning, we have 2 big away games coming up, Sunderland and Liverpool away, so really needed these points tonight. Hey, if you get 2 points out of Sunderland and Liverpool, I mean, even 1 point's not a bad result for Leeds. Red Rebellion, some decisions go your way and others don't, but there's definitely something fishy with the PGMOL. Like what? What exactly are you suggesting is the case? LFC Klopp says Alisson just said Isak will be okay. Oh, I hope so. I really hope so. Isak injury isn't serious. Alexander Isak injury update. According to this, Arne Slot said it's usually not a good thing. I still haven't seen any update at all on what's... Here we go. Injury expert delivers. An injury expert has delivered Alexander Isak injury update as Arne Slot speaks out. The football injury expert Physio Scout wrote, Isak had to be subbed off with a leg injury in Liverpool's clash v Spurs. It seems to be an ACL injury. Initial contact was made with the ankle, but the knee was forced into a valgus position. He was able to walk off, which likely rules out any lower leg fracture. Was clutching at the knee. If it's an ACL, 9+ months. Yeah, he's not coming back this season, I'm telling you. I think he's not coming back this season. Chibo, are you live streaming the next Dortmund v Bayern derby? No. No, I won't be. Red Rebellion, Isak's goal was really good. I think those who have written him off already are going to flip-flop soon. Depends, doesn't it? Depends whether or not he comes back in time. Because this is exactly the sort of stuff that his detractors will, you know, keep kicking off about, won't they? Brendan, he was great at getting players in, developing them, and a brilliant style of football, but his weakness was setting up a team and game management. Arsenal had the best side in the world for 3 or 4 years. Very true. Yeah. D. Nickel, Halifax predictions. Halifax, who have you got? You're at home, aren't you, this week, Halifax? Who've Halifax got this week? Not been playing so well, though, recently, have you? Is it... Last time I looked, Halifax were kind of mid-table. I don't think you're going to make the playoffs playing the way you have been recently, mate. Be yourself, Dylan. Hope Everton do what Wolves did. And Liam Manning, hope we can keep a clean sheet. That'll give us a boost as well. Red Rebellion says, yeah, he was unlucky. Bradders, has there been a statement yet about Isak's injury? No, there hasn't. No, there's not been anything clear anyway. I've just been Googling it to see if there is actually anything out about it. Again, you've got a known sort of injury specialist on Twitter saying that from what he looked at and how he's seen it move, it looked like it'll be an ACL, and if it is an ACL, then it's 9+ months. That's like worst case scenario, though. We don't know yet. Saka chance, that's going to be a corner, is it? Yeah, no, goal kick, well done. Jimmy P Comedy, why did Everton not get a pen? Honestly, I don't know. I have no idea why the referee doesn't give the penalty. It's crazy, it's baffling to me. I have no idea at all why the referee doesn't give a pen. It should have been a penalty. It should have been a clear penalty to Everton, that. Hassan Hersey, Alexander Isak's injury will give Chiesa the chance he was waiting for. Chiesa has been very clear that he's not been ready to start games of football, mate. Chiesa's not been waiting for a chance. He's still building his fitness and his form and everything. He is not... Isak's injury doesn't affect Federico Chiesa, really. Not really. 3-star Red, starting to doze off, Keys. Are going to call it a night, mate. See you tomorrow. Thanks for a great day of football. Thank you for being with us, mate. 3 big games today, and you've been with us for most of them, haven't you? So, really appreciate that. Thank you as always. I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully you're back for tomorrow. Man United against Villa. Big game. And I'll be on for Monday as well. Monday I'm live twice, by the way. I'm live for the AFCON. 2 p.m. AFCON. Mali against Zambia. That's our first AFCON game on this channel. And then we're doing 8 o'clock. Fulham against Nottingham Forest. So we'll be doing your team 3-star Reds on Monday night. McNeil and Alcaraz going off. Tyler Diblin and Merlin Roll coming on. Roll of the dice from Moyes. Come on, the Ev. Let's get a goal here. What games are you doing next week? I've not even. Do you know what? I've not even looked. In fact, let me tell you. I can give you the heads up on some of them. Can I? Yes. Here we go. So, schedule for next week is Mali v Zambia on, this is Monday, Mali v Zambia 2 p.m, followed by Fulham v Nottingham Forest at 8 o'clock. Tuesday, we're doing Senegal v Botswana, followed by Arsenal v Crystal Palace at 8 p.m. in the Carabao Cup. Wednesday, 24th, we're doing the AFCON again, Cameroon v Gabon, 8 p.m. kick-off that one. And then on Christmas Day, the 25th, we're doing Al Riyadh versus Al Ettifaq. It's the only game that's live in the world on Christmas Day. Saudi Pro League. I'll be live for it. Hopefully some of you will join me as well. It might just be me and one or two others. But we'll be having a laugh. I'll be having me Christmas leftovers, a little bit of Christmas dinner, and we'll be having a giggle on Christmas Day. So maybe you'll see me around then. And then Boxing Day, we got two big ones. Coventry v Swansea, 3 p.m, followed by Man United v Newcastle, 8:15. And then Saturday 27th, next week, we've got Liverpool Wolves, 3 o'clock, followed by Chelsea Villa, 5:30. And then on the Sunday, Sunderland v Leeds, Palace v Tottenham. So there you go. That's the next week. That's the next week of footy on this channel. And I'll be live for usually at least 2 games a day. Bradders, what channel will the AFCON be on? It's on Channel 4, mate. A lot of it is on Channel 4. If you're in the UK, you can watch it on Channel 4. So, yeah, you'll be able to get it on Channel 4. And if you want to watch along with me, then great. That's perfect. But you can watch most of it on Channel 4. KM, are you a full-time content creator? I am, mate, yeah. I've quit my job to do this. I quit my job to do this, believe it or not. Twisted Fate, Villa don't necessarily do well against us, but we have Mbermo, Mazraoui and Ahmad at the AFCON. Our entire right side and Casemiro will miss the game due to yellow cards. If Mainu doesn't start over Agate, if Agate starts tomorrow, the game's done. Jake, aren't you doing the 12:30 match, Forest v City? Did you hear me read it out, Jake? No, mate, I'm not. T16 won't be able to join you on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day due to family coming round. Well, that's exactly why I'm doing it. Family are coming round. The in-laws are round on Christmas Day. But I'm going to be going. I'm going to be making my excuses and getting over. I'll be saying, listen, I'm going to go and spend... This is my Christmas party, basically, with the Premier League dad crew. Harry Sinclair, I'm working tomorrow and I'm at Old Trafford for Boxing Day. Hey, yeah, United Newcastle Boxing Day. Well, I'll be on there. Baz, just need a Trossard shot on targets. Tom says, never a pen. The attacker had no business with his foot that high. Dangerous play. Fucking hell. Nostalgia Bunker says, I've noticed a lot of Liverpool fans supporting City to win it this year. I'd rather City win it than Arsenal. Yeah. 100% I'd rather City win it than Arsenal. T16, love your streams. Cheers, man. Thank you very much. Kind of you to say. And Hassan Hersey says, in the United States, Bein is carrying the AFCON games. Well, Martinelli's about to come on here for Trossard. Brendan, do you get to games? I don't anymore, mate. No, I've not been to a game in about 2 years. And yeah, that was kind of the whole point of starting the channel. I have no intention of going to footy matches anymore. Yeah. I won't be going to footy matches. I might get to the odd non-league game, but generally speaking, I'm working. So, no, I won't be going to footy matches anymore. I've been all over the world watching Liverpool, and absolutely, I've been very, very lucky. I've loved watching Liverpool, but I've not really got any ambition or desire to go back. Chibo, are you good at playing football? I wasn't bad. I was alright. Not, I still play. I still play once a week at least. But not to professional standard. How did Everton not get a penalty, says Victoria Gonzalez, up the villains. I agree. Yeah, I have no idea how Everton don't get a penalty for that. It was a clear penalty. How come? Epilepsy, mainly. Yeah. No desire to go to games because, I'll be honest, most of the time there's flashing lights at games, and yeah, it's not something that I can really deal with. So as soon as Premier League grounds started doing that, that became a big problem. So I used to go away all over the place watching Liverpool. I went to the Roman Sanchez Pizjuan in Seville, and that was one of the final games I went to. Maybe not one of the final games, but one of the final away games that I went to, because I went to it and Liverpool were 3-0 up. Sevilla ended up coming back in it, got it back to 3-3, and every single one of them Sevilla goals, the whole stadium went doosh, 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 like full-on strobe lights, basically. And the stadium, we was right at the back of the Sanchez Pizjuan in the away end. And, yeah, if I'd have had a seizure at that point, I'd have probably died that day. So, it's not worth it for me. It's not worth it. Health-wise, I'd rather just watch it here with you guys and enjoy the game. I've been to many, many games. Victoria says, only way Arsenal can win games is the officials winning it for them. Brendan, do you miss going to games? Yeah, I do, of course, a little bit. I love going the aways. The away games are fantastic. Yeah, I miss going all over Europe watching Liverpool. I'd probably go and watch more games in Europe. Like hopefully the plan is that I take in a few games across Europe over the next year or so. Excuse me. Erdy says City will brag about it for 2 years, but Arsenal will brag about it for 100 years. Jake, I won't be there on Christmas Day because I'm busy, but I'll be there on Boxing Day and Saturday and Sunday. Nice. Okay, no worries, Jake. Good to see you then, mate. And Twisted Fate, I miss going to Old Trafford, but I refuse to go while the Glazers still have their hand in the club. Have you seen that fella today who's posted, by the way? 35 years a season ticket holder. And he missed 2 games this season. One because his brother died, and one because I think it was his best mate died, the best man at his wedding or something like that. He died, and he missed 2 games. He missed the Chelsea game earlier this season and the Bournemouth game the other day. And the club have emailed him and said, as a result of you missing these games, we are refunding the rest of your season ticket for this season. You've not got a season ticket anymore, basically. We've took it off you for next season, so you don't get the right to renew it for next season. And we've cancelled all of your games, all of your tickets for the rest of this season. So that 35-year season ticket has just gone thinner. And, you know, whatever he was paying, 50, 60 quid a game maybe he was paying. Here's Merlin Roll for Everton. Yeah, 50, 60 quid a game. That all of a sudden will become a 200 quid package for, you know, a Man United fan coming over from Korea or Japan or wherever, somewhere around the world. And United will resell it for 3-4 times what he was going to pay. Harry Sinclair, my brother briefly had epilepsy. Can't remember the type. He had a seizure. It was very scary. It's more scary for people often watching it than actually the person having it. But it's very, scary. Bradder's disgusting that clubs can even do that. Yeah, very sad. Twisted Fate, same happened to me when my dad passed away. They really screw us nowadays. Sad, innit? Used to be a family thing. Family club. Really sad. Jimmy says that's bang out of order. Some foreign fan will lap it up. And Adzo says Everton hadn't had a single chance. Everton should have had a penalty. Let's be clear about that. But yeah, you're right. They haven't created a chance. They haven't got even anywhere close to the Arsenal box. KM, when did you realise you was making enough from content creation to quit your job? I'll let you know when I realise. I'll let you know. Mad Pup says disgusting. Hopefully social media does its thing and gets this sorted. It won't do. No, it's standard. That's not even the first time I've heard something like that. It's all over the place. Ben says, see Richarlison grab Dekatiki around his neck. He should have been off as well. And Fenix says, that's disgraceful. Our clubs can do that. Yeah, it's sad, innit? Very sad. 2-0 Real Madrid. T16, I won't be able to watch you Boxing Day due to being at Huddersfield game versus Port Vale. Lovely. Well, enjoy it. And Victoria says, prediction for Villa versus United tomorrow. KM, I mean, when did you quit your job? Last year when I started the channel. Yeah, started the channel December 2024. Total fresh. Never done anything on YouTube before. Never done any social media before. And this is where I am 1 year in. Just over 1.2 million views. 6k subs on YouTube. Yeah, doing okay. We're doing all right. I am Cruz says, any chance of an Everton equaliser here, Key? I would say zero. Zero chance. Yeah, Victoria, prediction for Villa v United tomorrow. I think 3-1 to Villa. I think Villa actually win quite comfortably in the end. And Harry Sinclair, how's the Arsenal game being key? I've not got main event. I'm watching the Leeds v Palace game. Harry, lucky you, mate. This has been dreadful. It's been awful. It's been a properly turgid game of football. We've had a penalty that's decided the game, and if I'm dead honest, Everton should have had a penalty as well. Everton should have had a clear penalty as well. So, KM says, oh, I thought you quit your job when you were a couple of years in. Fair play, bro. Nope. Stupid me decided to just quit on a whim and do this instead. So, yeah, there you go. That's my situation. Prince Rupert says, I heard of that about Nigeria, accusations of voodoo and Twisted Fate. My dad was a season ticket holder for 45 years when he passed away. They wouldn't allow me to transfer the ticket to my son. Wow, people that don't know the truth about the Glazers won't understand the hate we have. Oh, mate, I'm really sorry about that. That's awful. That's dreadful. Crystal Palace penalty at Leeds. Harry Sinclair. Oh, we've done that one, sorry. Bradders, what's the score in Leeds Palace? It's 3-0. About to be a penalty for Palace, so maybe 3-1. Victoria, but United are Villa's bogey team. They always seem to beat us, even if we're going well. I know, but you can't fail to beat United tomorrow. They're dreadful. They're absolutely dreadful, and they've lost 3 of their best players. Chibo says Everton deserved a pen. Absolutely they did, yeah. They absolutely deserved a pen. Everton should have had a pen, and it should have been 1-1. Clear penalty. Clear as crystal. Red Rebellion, the Glazers definitely have ruined United for the foreseeable future. I don't think things change unless they leave. And Chibo says, is Conor Bradley injured? I think he got an injury and he was forced off today. So how injured he is, we don't know. Another Madrid pen. VAR just ruled it out. Okay. Martinelli all the way back here for Arsenal. Last 5 minutes at the Hill Dickinson. It is 3-1 for Leeds now. Palace have just scored. I don't think they're going to get back in the game though. 90 plus 2 minutes on the clock. It's pretty much done there at Ellen Road. Look at the state of that. Last 10 minutes possession. Everton 20%, Arsenal 80%. Jesus Christ. Brendan, this is a tough watch. Nothing has happened other than a pen and a shout for a pen. That's it. It is really that, isn't it? There's nothing happened. This is prime Arsenal. Absolute prime Arsenal. Harry Sinclair, Villa v United tomorrow. I think it'll be 2 or 3-0 to Villa. Well, I'll be live for that one. Hopefully that one will be a lot more lively than this one has been. This has been dreadful. I am crew. It is today the only instance where 2 players have been subbed on and subbed off in the same game. Hey, that's a great question. I've not seen many other instances like that. Jesus Christ, Tarkovsky nearly putting it straight past Pickford there. Red Rebellion looks like Arsenal are getting the win. Still early, but yeah, no, it's looking like it, isn't it? T16 says, what time does the stream finish today? 10 minutes. Yeah. As soon as this finishes, basically, we'll wrap up and go. Fennec, Arsenal's football is so boring. Again, just while we're entering the 90th minute here, it's going to be a corner for Arsenal. But I will just say, I want to talk about this because it's been a boring game. And I probably should have given more time to this. More airtime, anyway. I wish I had now. 6 minutes of added on time. Ball whipped in. Pickford punches it away. Everton clear it away. Yeah. Down here in the bottom corner, you'll see a QR code and a Just Giving link. If you can, don't feel under pressure to do so, but if you can, try and spur a couple of quid for Arsenal chants over the bar. Try and spur a couple of quid for homeless, for Crisis. Crisis is the UK charity. They support homeless people across 9 districts, all up and down the UK, from London all the way up to Liverpool and Newcastle and everything in between. They support thousands of homeless people. There's 300,000 families at risk of homelessness, sleeping on the streets. Sleeping on the streets tonight. Think how freezing it is outside. There's families sleeping on the streets outside. And if you can help them in any way, especially at Christmas, if you can help them, no pressure, but if you can, There's a link down there in the bottom left. Go and check it out. Bottom right, sorry, on the screen. Go and check it out. Great bunch of people, Crisis. They do some great work. They don't just give warm food, Christmas lunches and sleeping bags. That's the immediate practical stuff. They'll give people a warm bed for the night and somewhere safe to go. All that. But they'll give them long-term help as well. Housing, benefits access, all that stuff. So that long-term they can get off the streets. It's really good work that they do. I just wanted to spend a couple of minutes mentioning that. Go and check them out. They're a really good bunch. Twisted Fate, I only see us beating Villa tomorrow. If Amorim plays a 4-3-3, would have to be Agate, Bruno, Menu, midfield with Cunha, Sesko, Mount, front three. I Am Crute says, I thought you were about to ask for money to help Arsenal fans boredom in watching their football team. No, not for that reason, but certainly for a charitable reason anyway. Philip Ian says, saw that Danny Roll will have the backing of the Rangers board. He's looking at 4 players for January. 4 minutes left here. Jimmy P says, Tolga's prediction key. I don't think he made a prediction tonight, you know. And Football Marble Racing, I predicted 0-1 on my channel. Bang on, good lad. And Harry will do key. Also, once I'm out of debt, I'm going to do the join link thing for your channel. Hey, listen, mate, that's very, very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. Don't feel under any pressure to do so. Like I said, everyone's struggling at the minute. Everybody. It's a shit time in many senses for us working class folk. Welshwing says, how's it not 4-0 to Arsenal? Well, they've not really created enough chances for it to be 4-0. And if I'm dead honest, like I said, Everton should have had a penalty. Everton should be level. If justice were a thing, Everton should be level. And hopefully, 3 minutes left, Everton have done absolutely rag all, but it'd be amazing if they managed to pinch something here. Oh! Yeah, not like that. Thank you for the stream, says T16. Thank you very much, mate. I Am Crute, have Arsenal had 4 chances? Well, yeah, they hit the woodwork twice, but again, that's the only chances they've had, and it's not really even chances, to be fair. Trossard's the only one that was a chance. Twisted Fate, and it's Christmas, I've got 3 kids and a house to bloody pay off. Well, that too. That too. I get it, mate. Like I said, it's not a... It's not a plea, a desperate plea, but it is, like I said, if you can help, absolutely, that's the place to do it. And to be honest, I've got something of a little platform. If I can help in any way, I'd rather do that. Red Rebellion, enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. See you soon. Absolutely, same to you, mate. Take it easy. 2 minutes left to go here. Come on, Ev. Come on, Ev. What the fucking hell is that, Iraburnham? Oh, shite him. It's absolutely shocking. FM No Casuals, a house to pay off is better than no house at all. Well, yeah, very, very true, mate. Very true. Count your blessings. As, what was his name in from Wigan? Count your blessings and smile. Oh. That's going to do me head in that now. Everton far side here. Come on. 90 seconds to go. Let's have a chance. Crap. Absolutely shocking. I 100% would if I could. Hey, I know, mate. It's only a wind up. We're only winding you up. Don't worry. Would have to be someone from Wigan saying that phrase. It was. Count your blessings and smile. And it was. Oh. It's absolutely shocking, this. George Formby, the George Formby grill. Reincarnated Diogenes says the Premier League hasn't been the same since we lost Lord Bentner. Be Yourself Dylan says, I've been fixing my lamp all this time. Glad the match has been boring. It has. Adam Angelo Luciano, cheering on your rivals is embarrassing. Who's me rivals? Who's Liverpool's rivals here? I don't see a rival here. T16, not here tomorrow's mate due to a football charity match. Hey, well, enjoy it, no worries. Hopefully see you back soon, man. Pen for Leeds. Crikey. Harry Sinclair did £5 for the Just Give. Oh, mate, Harry, that's very kind of you, mate. That's really, really nice of you. Thank you very much for donating, Harry. Welsh wing, Glasner may have lost the dressing room. I just think they're tired. But it's full time here anyway. What an absolutely shocking performance all round from Arsenal, from Everton, the whole lot of them. It was just an absolutely shit game. This is Arsenal to a T, like I said. They've won with a penalty, a fluky penalty. But we move on to tomorrow. Aston Villa against Manchester United tomorrow. Big game. I'll be live for that one about 3:30. Hopefully you'll join me. Take it easy. Lots of love, everyone. Enjoy your Saturday night, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whoever you're with, and all that good stuff. And lots of love to your families. Take it easy. See you soon.